light. Shadows creep and crawl with every scream. Hear the echoes call. Synths and guitars in a haunting blend. An 80s vibe where the terror transcends. Shocktoberfest, scream until dawn. In your nightmares, the terror's reborn. Lights flash, monsters take flight. Embrace the darkness, it's a metal night.
How's it going, everybody? Wildman Wes here, and welcome to Day 9 of Shocktoberfest 80s Rewind. We have an interesting film, to say the least, to close out 1982. We're going to be talking about Manhattan Baby. This movie is about a family that goes out to Egypt, where the father is an archaeologist, and he comes across the tomb of a mummy that should never be opened, and when he finds some of the artifacts on his end, he ends up becoming blind for a given period of time. While he is going off on his own journey becoming blind, his daughter receives a mysterious pendant from an old lady while going across the excavations of Egypt. When they come home, a lot of odd things start to take place. There are moments of demonic possession. There are moments of people disappearing and reappearing later as corpses. There are moments where the young girl gets abducted by these evil spirits and they have to bring her back from the brink of destruction. And eventually, everything works out in the end, and the pendant gets back to Egypt, where it gets put into the hands of someone else. Hence the cycle repeating. This movie was very, very difficult to watch. Now, when I say that, I don't mean in the imagery and the grotesquerie aspect. Those situations were very, very, very well put together, and the horror factor is definitely up there. However, when it came to this story, this was very much a rip-off movie. When I say rip-off movie, there's a lot of deliberate moments where it's very much like The Exorcist and Poltergeist. And when I say that, I also say it is very much a blatant rip-off of Poltergeist. I know what you're probably asking. Wes, how do you know that this is actually a rip-off of Poltergeist? Well, I did my research, kiddies, and it turns out that Poltergeist was released into theaters in June of 1982. Meanwhile, this movie, Manhattan Baby, was filmed between March and April of 1982 and released in that August internationally and got an American release in 1984. When I look at this research, and I said that Poltergeist went to theaters in June of 1982, there's a good chance that there was some filming long before. And yes, that movie did take about a year to film. And chances are somebody probably heard about this movie being made, and they decided, hey, let's try to beat them to the punch. Well, you didn't beat them to the punch, and quite frankly, you're getting knocked the hell right out. I'm going to talk about what I like and what I don't like about this film. You already have heard what I don't like about this film because of the storyline. When I mention what I like about it, the story itself is interesting. It's a different take of what Poltergeist has. However, the imagery is right up there on the disturbing factor. That's the best I can give for this episode. I'm kind of phoning this one in. I'm not going to give this an F because I feel that they tried to make it their own without making it completely scene by scene by scene ripoff. That being said, Manhattan Baby gets a D+. This was a tough one, folks. And if you like this movie and you don't agree with me, I understand. Like I've mentioned before, not every movie, especially in the horror genre, is for everyone. And Manhattan Baby really isn't one for me. Maybe I might watch it again down the line and do a retrospect and see maybe if I was wrong. It just didn't catch my attention as well as I had hoped. And that's unfortunate, because we still have 22 movies to go through. Other than that, make sure you share on social media, push that little red button, ring the bell for instant notifications, and we'll hopefully see you tomorrow for day 10 of Shocktoberfest 80s Rewind, where we move into 1983. I'm Wildman Wes, and y'all take care now, and stay scared.